everybody? We are here live for a 12-box case team break 2016 Panini Prizm Racing. It's a driver break. It is sold out. Brought to you by BCW Supplies. Protect, store, and display. Good luck, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. It's actually a full 12-box break. So, no need to pick the boxes. Prizm is back for another Nascar break. BGS is in. BGS is in. Stuff Miami. Not sure about that. Probably a little later. Yes, it was. One more box. All right, first 4 boxes. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Dale Earnhardt Jr. Competitors, Tony Stewart Champions, Prizm Denny Hamlin Winner's Circle, Greg Biffle, Prizm Hall of Fame Darrell Waltrip, White Prizm Mark Martin, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Prizm Driver Introductions, Jimmy Johnson, White Bobby Allison, Ty Dillon. Race Used Materials, Matt Kenseth. Competitors, Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Newman, Eric Almirola Prizm, Tony Stewart, Kurt Busch Prizm, Joey Logano, Driver Introductions, Red Prizm NASCAR Hall of Fame Ned Jarrett, 35 out of 75. Qualifying times, Kyle Busch, Bill Elliott Hall of Fame, Prizm Casey Mears, Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, Prizm Austin Dillon, Driver Introductions, Danica Patrick, Kurt Busch, Terry Labonte, Jeffrey Earnhardt, rookie, AJ Allmendinger, Rainbow Prizm, 22 out of 24. Brad Keselowski Prizm, Jimmy Johnson Driver Introductions, Prizm Competitors, Tony Stewart, Denny Hamlin, Die Cut 2-time champion Prizm Terry Labonte, Prizm Josh Weiss, Patented penmanship autograph. Mark Martin. Not numbered. Dale Earnhardt. Chase Elliott. Green champions. Jimmy Johnson. 2 out of 149. Race used materials. Casey Kane. Green champions. Kurt Busch. 72 out of 149. Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson. Prizm. Jimmy Johnson. White Prizm or Rusty Wallace. Carl Edwards. Driver introductions. Prizm. Danica Patrick, driver introductions, Prizm. Driver introductions, Prizm. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Red, Kevin Harvick, 17 out of 75. Competitors, Prizm, Kyle Busch. AJ Allmendinger. Austin Dillon. Richard Petty, Hall of Fame. Jimmy Johnson, competitors. Ryan Newman, Kyle Busch. Race used materials. Jimmy Johnson. Paul Menard. Blue Prizm, NASCAR Hall of Fame. Richard Petty, 15 out of 99. Prizm, Martin Truex Jr. Qualifying times, Prizm. Kyle Busch. Greg Biffle, Prizm. Austin Dillon. Tony Stewart, Champions, Prizm. Richard Petty. Martin Truex Jr., Prizm. Danica Patrick. Fire Suit Fabrics, red. 2-color patch, Jeb Burton. 18 out of 25. Winner's Circle, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Competitors, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Matt Kenseth, Kevin Harvick. Prizm, Trevor Bayne. Danica Patrick. Kate Dollenbach, Prizm autograph. First one I heard we've gotten. Kyle Busch. Joey Logano, Winner's Circle, Prizm. Hall of Fame, Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Richard Petty. Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart. Prizm, Ty Dillon. Matt Kenseth, Casey Kane. Prizm, competitors, Casey Kane. Denny Hamlin, Ryan Newman, Bobby Labonte, Kyle Busch, Prizm, competitors, Kevin Harvick. Prizm, Winner's Circle, Carl Edwards, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Champions, Prizm, Richard Petty. White Prizm, Bobby Allison. Prizm, Kyle Busch. Tony Stewart, competitors, Tony Stewart. Race used materials, Matt Kenseth. Chase Elliott, rookie. Trevor Bayne, Prizm. Kyle Busch. Bobby Allison, Hall of Fame, Prizm. Blue, driver introductions, Kyle Larson. 80 out of 99. Joey Logano. Austin Dillon, Prizm. Prizm. Casey Kane, driver introductions, Jimmy Johnson. Brian Scott. Austin Dillon. Prizm, Ty Dillon. Brad Keselowski, Danica Patrick. Competitors. 3-time champion die cut, Tony Stewart. Martin Truex Jr. Prizm. 17 out of 75. Green. Patented penmanship autograph. Terry Labonte. Green. Carl Edwards. 51 out of 149. Tony Stewart Prizm. Competitors. Danica Patrick. Greg Biffle Prizm. Paul Menard. Red, Kyle Busch, 58 out of 75. Jimmy Johnson Prizm, Paul Menard. Sponsored by Menards. Race used material. Green Prizm. Martin Truex Jr. 21 out of 99. Brad Keselowski Prizm. Ryan Newman. Kyle Busch. Richard Petty Hall of Fame. Prizm. Matt Kenseth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Red. Kurt Busch. 41 out of 75. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Prizm. Carl Edwards. Jamie McMurray. Prizm. Matt DiBenedetto. Jimmy Johnson. Richard Petty. Gold! Danica Patrick. 2 out of 10. Casey Mears Prizm. Paul Menard. Joey Logano. Prizm. Austin Dillon. Brad Keselowski. Casey Kane. Competitors. Tony Stewart. Darrell Waltrip Prizm. Hall of Fame. Matt Kenseth. 4 out of 15. Blue Prizm autograph. Patented penmanship. Danica Patrick. Green. David Reagan. 83 out of 149. Prizm. Denny Hamlin. Danica Patrick. White Prizm. Donnie Allison. Prizm. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Paul Menard. Race used material, Danica Patrick. Die cut, 6-time champion, Jimmy Johnson. Brad Keselowski, race used material, Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson, competitors. Prizm, Matt Kenseth, winner's circle. Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, Prizm. Prizm, Joey Logano. Carl Edwards. Prizm, Carl Edwards. Competitors. 4 down, 8 to go. Yeah, I figured that was the same box. And then race used material too, maybe. Denny Hamlin. Prizm, Kevin Harvick. White Prizm, Mark Martin. David Pearson Prizm, Hall of Fame. Red, Martin Truex Jr., 74 out of 75. Casey Kane Prizm, Competitors. Driver Introductions Prizm, Kyle Larson. Carl Edwards. Driver Introductions Prizm, Joey Logano. Casey Kane. Red, Darrell Wallace Jr., 42 out of 75. Josh Weiss Prizm. Richard Petty. Prizm, Eric Almirola. Bill Elliott. Carl Edwards, Race Used Material. Carl Edwards. Danica Patrick. Denny Hamlin, Competitors. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Tony Stewart. Green, Driver Introductions, Tony Stewart. 103 out of 149. Jimmy Johnson. Prizm, Denny Hamlin. Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart Prizm. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Fire Suit Fabrics, Green Prizm, Ryan Newman. 92 out of 99. Chase Elliott, Danica Patrick. Prizm, Jimmy Johnson, Competitors. Qualifying times, Carl Edwards Prizm. Kurt Busch Prizm. 63 out of 99, Green Prizm autograph, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Kyle Busch. Prizm, Kevin Harvick. Jimmy Johnson. Danica Patrick, Competitors. Prizm, Brad Keselowski. Qualifying times, Matt Kenseth, Richard Petty, Austin Dillon. Fire Suit Fabrics, Casey Kane. Two out of 3. Black Prizm autograph, Josh Weiss. Martin Truex Jr. Prizm, Winner's Circle, Denny Hamlin. Prizm, Darrell Wallace Jr. Clinton Boyer. Prizm, Ryan Blaney, rookie. Kevin Harvick. Joey Logano, Competitors. Every case has had a numbered to 3 autograph. Not every case ever, just every case we've done. Driver Introductions Prizm, Carl Edwards. Driver Introductions Prizm, Danica Patrick. Joey Logano. Champions Prizm, Tony Stewart. Blue, Alex Bowman, 15 out of 99. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Prizm. Bill Elliott. Alex Bowman, Prizm. Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Qualifying times, Danica Patrick, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Bill Elliott Prizm. Martin Truex Jr. Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson Champions, Joey Logano Prizm Competitors. Green, Jimmy Johnson, 17 out of 149. Casey Mears. David Pearson. Trevor Bayne. Two-time champion die cut. Terry Labonte. Race Used Materials. Green Prizm. Kevin Harvick. 57 out of 99. Hope not. That would be bad. Austin Dillon, Driver Introductions, Prizm. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Busch. Prizm, Driver Introductions, Casey Kane. Blue Prizm, Chase Elliott, 83 out of 99. Competitors, Carl Edwards, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Prizm Champions, Richard Petty. Red, Bobby Labonte, 24 out of 75. Richard Petty, Danica Patrick. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Driver Introductions, Prizm. Joey Logano, Prizm, Martin Truex Jr. Ryan Newman, Kyle Busch. Bill Elliott, Carl Edwards, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Race Used Materials. Danica Patrick, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Danica Patrick. What's that called? Qualifying times. 7-time champion die cut, Richard Petty. Green, Driver Introductions, Danica Patrick, 124 out of 149. Jimmy Johnson, Reagan Smith, Prizm. NASCAR Hall of Fame, Prizm, Bobby Allison. Fire Suit Fabric, Casey Kane was 36 out of 50. Chase Elliott, Casey Kane. Red, Bobby Labonte, 60 out of 75. Jeffrey Earnhardt, Rookie Prizm. Danica Patrick. Chase Elliott, Rookie Prizm. Bill Elliott. Chase Elliott. Carl Edwards and Prizm, Kyle Busch. Fire Suit Fabrics. John Hunter Nemechek. Numbered 14 out of 149. Matt Kenseth, Winner's Circle. Denny Hamlin, Competitors. Richard Petty. Clint Boyer, Prizm. Clint Boyer, the real. Denny Hamlin, Prizm Autograph. Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson. Prizm, Kyle Busch, Winner's Circle. AJ Allmendinger, Prizm. Prizm, Competitors, Jimmy Johnson. Probably going to get a Bill Elliott autograph now, would be my guess. Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick. Casey Kane, Competitors. Kyle Busch, Winner's Circle, Prizm. Danica Patrick. Kyle Larson, Prizm, Driver Introductions. Matt Kenseth. Prizm and Driver Introductions, Joey Logano. White, Donnie Allison from the Allison brothers. Race Used Material, Ryan Newman. Prizm, Ryan Newman. Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards. Prizm, Bobby Labonte. 7-time champion die cut, Richard Petty. Tony Stewart, Prizm. Blue, Kevin Harvick, Driver Introduction, 78 out of 99. Competitors, Prizm, Joey Logano. Prizm, Kevin Harvick. NASCAR Hall of Fame, David Pearson, Prizm. Richard Petty. Tony Stewart, Race Used Material. With some tread on it. Wow. Ryan Newman. Black Prizm, Casey Kane. 3 out of 3. Chase Elliott, Prizm. Eric Jones, Prizm. Brad Keselowski. Competitors, Kyle Busch. Brian Scott, rookie Prizm. Shoot, there were maybe 5 boxes to go at the time. Terry Labonte, Prizm autograph. Patented penmanship. Not numbered. Casey Mears, green. Denny Hamlin, green Prizm. 58 out of 149. Dale Earnhardt Jr., qualifying times. Thought this maybe had a gold tint to it. Not numbered. Four boxes to go. Two boxes, left open. And box 12. Last 4 boxes. Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch, Competitors, Champions, Jimmy Johnson. Green, Joey Logano, Driver Introductions, 10 out of 149. Prizm, Landon Cassill, Brad Keselowski, Austin Dillon, Jeb Burton, Prizm, Richard Petty, David Reagan, Prizm, Kyle Busch, Blue, Eric Almirola, 81 out of 99. Prizm, Competitors, Carl Edwards, Danica Patrick, Darrell Waltrip, Prizm, Brad Keselowski, Prizm, Joey Logano, Hall of Fame, Richard Petty, Prizm, Kevin Harvick, Prizm, Race Used Materials, Green, Jimmy Johnson, 45 out of 99. Richard Petty, Carl Edwards, Sam Hornish Jr., Jamie McMurray, Prizm, Denny Hamlin, Competitors, Brad Keselowski, Eric Jones, 41 out of 75, blue, 2-color patch, Fire Suit Fabrics, red Prizm, Casey Kane, 15 out of 75, Prizm, Austin Dillon, Kurt Busch, Prizm, Richard Petty, Ryan Newman. Prizm, Casey Mears, Jeffrey Earnhardt, rookie. Austin Dillon, Prizm. Chase Elliott. Casey Mears, blue, 96 out of 99. Terry Labonte, white. Clint Boyer, Matt Kenseth. Hall of Fame, Darrell Waltrip, Prizm. Danica Patrick, Jimmy Johnson, Casey Kane, competitors. Kyle Busch. Prizm, Michael Annette. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Autograph, Greg Biffle, Prizm. Brad Keselowski, Prizm. Clint Boyer, qualifying times. Winner's Circle Prizm, Joey Logano, Richard Petty, Jimmy Johnson, and Denny Hamlin. Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, competitors. Kevin Harvick, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Terry Labonte. Green, Kurt Busch, 119 out of 149. Jimmy Johnson. Prizm, Ryan Newman. Chase Elliott. Prizm, Joey Logano. AJ Allmendinger. Race Used Materials, Jimmy Johnson. Ryan Blaney. Red, Michael Annette. 71 out of 75. Prizm, Carl Edwards. Prizm, Matt DiBenedetto. Hall of Fame, Bill Elliott. Prizm, competitors, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kevin Harvick. Danica Patrick. Kyle Larson, Prizm. Kevin Harvick. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Prizm. Driver introductions. Danica Patrick. Yeah, this is like the most of those we've gotten. Usually we get a couple, and then the rest are all colored. Fire Suit Fabrics, Jeb Burton. 127 out of 149. Keselowski. Prizm, Kyle Busch. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 56 out of 75. Green Prizm autograph, Ryan Newman. Prizm, Winner's Circle, Jimmy Johnson. Tony Stewart, competitors. Die cut, 7-time champion, Richard Petty. Prizm, Matt Kenseth. Danica Patrick, qualifying times. Clint Boyer. Kyle Busch, competitors. Kevin Harvick. Green, Brad Keselowski, 77 out of 149. Kyle Busch. Darrell Wallace Jr., Prizm. Chase Elliott. Driver introductions, Prizm, Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson. Prizm, Denny Hamlin, driver introductions. Prizm, Kurt Busch. Chase Elliott, rookie. Red, Brad Keselowski, 43 out of 75. White, Terry Labonte. Prizm, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Race Used Materials, Carl Edwards. Die cut, 6-time champion, Jimmy Johnson. Blue, Danica Patrick, 89 out of 99. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Prizm. Prizm, Alex Bowman. Jimmy Johnson, competitors, Prizm, Tony Stewart. Bill Elliott, NASCAR Hall of Fame, Prizm. Tony Stewart. Green Prizm, Fire Suit Fabrics. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 65 out of 99. Matt Kenseth, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Champions Prizm, Matt Kenseth. Jimmy Johnson. Prizm, Kevin Harvick. Denny Hamlin. Blue, Kyle Larson. Driver introductions, 99 out of 99. Competitors Prism, Danica Patrick. 31 out of 75. Blue Prism autograph, Ryan Blaney. Danica Patrick. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Prism, Martin Truex Jr. Winner's Circle. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Prism, rookie, Ryan Blaney. Jimmy Johnson. Qualifying times, Matt Kenseth. Denny Hamlin. Joey Logano. Competitors. Bill Elliott. Green, Jimmy Johnson. Driver introductions, 109 out of 149. Danica Patrick. Paul Menard, Prism. Tony Stewart, driver introductions, Prism. Blue Prism, race used materials, Kurt Busch. $16 out of 49. Red, David Pearson, Hall of Fame, 60 out of 75. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Prism. Terry Labonte, Hall of Fame, Prism. Prism, competitors, Joey Logano. Prism, Joey Logano. Danica Patrick, Prism. Fire Suit, Fabrics. Denny Hamlin. 53 out of 149. Last stack. Richard Petty. Jamie McMurray, Prism, driver introductions. Matt Kenseth. Autograph, Prism, Ned Jarrett. Richard Petty, Prism, Joey Logano. Tony Stewart, competitors. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Prism, Kyle Busch. Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart, qualifying times, and Prism, qualifying times, Dale Earnhardt Jr. That's the break! Now, for a recap. Starting off with Blue Prisms, number to 99. Kyle Larson, Danica Patrick, Casey Mears, Eric Almirola, Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, Richard Petty, Kyle Larson. Red Prisms to 75. David Pearson, Brad Keselowski, Michael Annett, Casey Kane, Bobby Labonte, Martin Truex Jr., Darrell Wallace Jr., rookie, Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Ned Jarrett. Rainbow Prism, number to 24, AJ Allmendinger, Gold Prism, 2 of 10, Danica Patrick, and Black Prism, 3 of 3, Casey Kane. Race used materials. Carl Edwards, Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart, Ryan Newman, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Carl Edwards, Brad Keselowski, Danica Patrick, Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, Casey Kane, and Matt Kenseth. Green, number to 99. Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., and blue to 49, Kurt Busch. Fire Suit Fabrics. To 149, Denny Hamlin, Jeb Burton, John Hunter Nemechek, and number to 50, Casey Kane. Green to 99, Ryan Newman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Blue to 75, Eric Jones, 2-color patch. And 2-color patch red to 25, Jeb Burton. Prism autographs, Ned Jarrett, Greg Biffle, Denny Hamlin, and Kate Dollenbach. Patented penmanship autographs, Prism, Terry Labonte. Blue, Mark Martin. No, not blue, just a Prism. Green, Terry Labonte to 75, and blue, Danica Patrick, 4 out of 15. Green autograph to 99, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Blue to 75, Ryan Blaney. Green, number to 75, Ryan Newman. And black Prism autograph, 2 out of 3, John Weiss. That's the break and the recap. These will ship out tomorrow. You get all the cards. It's a lot of them. Other breaks tonight, Strata Baseball, Lux Basketball. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll put the video up on YouTube right now.